Hello and welcome to another SolidWorks tutorial. This is again in the chess board set. So today, obviously, we've been looking at making the chess pieces. I was thinking about time we started having a quick look at the board. So this is my general overall idea for the chess board. Make it from actual individual segments and the base, put it together. It's the easiest way really to get the multicoloured texture finish. We'll show you how to apply some material finishes and stuff, which is how we get the colours to look so good. So start off with, let's make some squares. So we've got the squares, nice basic square shape, 35 by 35, 10 thick. Okay, so let's do File, New, Part. So again, this is really simple. I'm not too much going to push you through it. I did pick top plane because I'm looking at the top of the object once it's finished. So let's do 35 by 35, mid plane 10mm. Okay, now obviously this gives us our standard sort of grey colour. Now I'm going to go for silver and gold tiles. So if we go for material here, edit material, then comes up with a massive selection of materials. Okay, so your steels, got lots of different types of steel, obviously lots of different types of iron, aluminium, coppers, etc. We're going to go with other metals, I believe. There we go. So we've got pure gold and pure silver, the two I'm going to use. Gives you all the technical information about the material. Obviously, will be very helpful if we're doing stress testing or anything, or FEA analysis. But for all we're really fussed with is the fact that it brings up appearances. So we're just going to apply that. Close it. There you go. We've now got our gold square. So if we then do File, Save As, I'll do File, Save. So let's just save that. Gold square. Okay. And then obviously, if you wanted to change that to the silver one, rather than remaking it, we'll just keep life simple. Do that. Change it to pure silver. Apply it, close it, File, and then Save As this time. Change it to silver square. Okay, now I've got both our squares. Now, what I am going to do next is just so we can see what we're doing. Go to an assembly. We've got our silver and our gold square. Select both of those, open it up, brings up both there. Just going to tick the first one to drop it into the middle, and then just drop the second one in with it. Okay, so at the moment all I've got is the squares rather than the backing board. This is very deliberate, we'll talk about it in a second. So let's just make these up so that they're attached together as we would expect. There you go. So just coincident mating throughout, labels them up together. Now what I want to do is do a 2x2 square, obviously in the correct pattern. So just to grab another one, if you hold the control key on your mouse and then grab a part, it opens another one. So do that for both of those. Then mate those to the ones that are already there. We've now got our nice little start of a checkered board. So let's just File, Save, 4 by 4 square. Okay, so what we could do here, just to double check it, is we could take a measurement. So we know that from this corner to this corner should be 2 lots of 35. Right, so that comes up as 70mm. It should also be the same from there to there. Okay, again 70 millimeters. So we know we've got 70 by 70, which is important for the next bit. So let's just close that since we've saved it. So we're going to do new part again. Now we're going to make the base. Now what I really want to do is show you how you can build something based on something else. So I'm going to extrude from the top ideally. Cancel that. So top, extrude, there we go. Right, so we're going to create our first square. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm basically going to build it outwards. So this square here I'm going to have representing the center area where we're going to put all the tiles. So its measurement will be 70, and then we've got each of those squares that we create, a 4x4 square, is 70 mil long, and we're basically going to want 4 of them because it's 8 tiles long, so 4 sets of those. So 70 times 4 gives us 280, and then obviously because it's a square, the board, it'll be 280 that way as well. Okay, so that's our central area. Now what we're going to do next is look at offsetting that to give our outside edge. I'm going to make that 20 millimeters just to give it a bit of thickness, a bit of character. Okay, and then take it. So now we've got 2 squares. Now SolidWorks a little bit confused here because it's going, well, you've told me 2 things here. It's not really very helpful because we've got 2 sets of lines. It's not too much of an issue. We can get it to cope with it. So let's do that and extrude that bit there. Now what I want to do, obviously, is it's decided it wants to go inside and out. Okay, so it's just going to do that bit. So if we have that as 10, that's fine. And I've left that deliberately as just extruding up from the plane. Okay, so I haven't mid-planed it. All I did was come down. What we're going to do is we're going to reuse the sketch. So if you click on the sketch that's already been used, you can bring up the sketch like that. There we go. I hit extrude boss base again while you've got that sketch selected, and it basically allows you to do it again. And this time I'm going to reverse the direction so it's going down, so you can see that we've still got the original part we did, but it's also projecting down as well. And what I'm going to do this time is rather than just have that one area, I'm going to have the inside and the coloured in area. Okay, so it's actually everything coming down, and that's going to come down 10 mil as well. So now we've gone up 10 mil just around the outside, and we've gone down 10 mil across the whole thing, and that's created that sort of hollowed area that's the right size. Now just to make it look pretty, I think that's going to need a nice chamfer maybe, or a fillet. I'm going to stick with chamfer around the edge. So what we'll do is just to make sure I click all the outside edges, or the top face, because that works quite well. Brilliant. And then there we go. And again, that looks a bit boring since we've gone through the effort of colouring all the rest of it. I reckon we're going to set the material for that. So that might go quite well with that. Let's see. Let's go for a copper alloy because that'll have a nice colour compared to the gold and silver, I think. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we've got that. So then we can, well, save as. Let's just call that base. Okay, so therefore we've got the base and we've got our squares. So let's close that, start a new assembly. Okay, so first off we're going to put the base in. So before I'm just going to tick it so it drops it into the middle, and then I'm going to insert that 4x4 square. Okay. Now because we've already assembled these four together, they've come in and they're a solid. Okay, so as far as the system's concerned, they're going to move together because they're already mated. We can see here that it's already got basically it's putting it in as a sub-assembly, so it's referred to as, just to show that they're all there, but they are individual parts. Okay, but for all intents and purposes, they're all locked together, so it's fine. Okay, now what I am going to do is now I'm going to make those to base. So let's click down there. Let's click that one and that one and that one and that one. Okay, so that's locked that nicely into the corner there. Now what we could do is we could insert a load of these components or a load of these sub-assemblies, but that seems more effort than it's worth, to be honest, doesn't it? It's going to take too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this linear component pattern. Works much the same as linear patterning tool does and the linear sketch tool does, is it allows you to create multiple of the same thing. So we're going to select this top edge here as our first direction, just to keep things simple. We're going to show you that bit to start with. So expand it down, select that assembly. There we go. So let's have 4 of those. I'm going the wrong way, so hit the reverse direction button. There we go. And as we said, we know that it's 70mm for a pair of them, so that means it's 70mm that way. There you go. So they're now perfectly spaced out. Now, obviously, we want to fill the board out, so let's go for direction 2. Click a line coming this way. Again, up that to 4. There you go. It's going in the right direction this time, which is nice. And that wants to be 70. So we see straight away there, it's filled everything out for us. Click it. Repeats the pattern, and we have a lovely chessboard, all fully dimensioned. It's done with a very small part list because we've deliberately built it all, but all the individual components are still there if you choose to expand it out. Okay. So that's it, all nice and neat together. One of the later videos will look at bringing all the chess pieces in and getting them fixed into place as well. So thank you for watching, and we shall continue on in another video.